So let's look at this think, pair, share activity. And in this think, pair, share activity, we have an equation. We have an expression equated to another expression. We have grouping symbols here and here with unlike terms in between. And we have grouping symbols here and here with unlike terms in between. And we've got this variable x on the left-hand side, and we also have this variable x on the right-hand side. We're going to want to, in the future, consolidate those two into one on either the left or the right. Okay, so what we need to do first is to maybe try and get rid of these parentheses here and here, and we can do that with the distributive property. So we'll use the distributive property and multiply 4 times x and 4 times -1. So 4 times x will be 4x, and 4 times -1 will be -4. Then we've got -2. And then we'll use the distributive property here. So we got 5 times 2x, which will be 10x, and 5 times +3, which will be +15, and then carrying down this +6 here. Okay, so now we have no more parentheses kind of blocking our progress. And now we can combine like terms. So looking at this, I can see we've got like terms here and like terms here. So let's kind of consolidate a little bit. -4 minus 2 is -6. And 15 plus 6 is 21. Okay. So let's let's see here. Let's maybe move this 21 to the other side. So that gets us 0. And so we're going to have 4x minus 27 on that side. And now let's move this x over to that side. That'll put our variable on the right side and our constant on the left. Okay, so this will add up to 0. We have -27 is equal to 6. Let's see, -27. Yeah, 6x. All right. Now we'll divide both sides by 6. 6's cancel. And we get x is equal to -27 over 6. So 27 is 3 times 9, which is 3 times 3. So 27 is 3 times 3 times 3. And of course, 6, give me a second, is 2 times 3. So we can write 27 as 3 times 3 times 3, and 6 as 2 times 3. And 3's cancel, leaving us with -9 over 2 for our solution for x. So now let's check our solution. So our solution is x equals -9/2. Now, something I thought of, which might be a question that you have, is in checking our solution, why are we using this unsimplified version of our equation at the very beginning? Why don't we use something that's been maybe simplified a little bit, either here or even down here? And the reason why we're not using anything here or here is what if we made some mistakes here? If we made some mistakes in adding, subtracting, or multiplying or dividing, then we'll be checking our answer against those mistakes. And even if kind of this answer is correct, we're not going to get a true validation as far as whether our solution is correct or not. So, to give us the best possible chance of checking whether we're right or not, we want to check it against the original equation, which doesn't have any room for where we possibly made mistakes. All right. So that's why we're going to be checking this against our original unmodified equation. As laborious as that may be, it's still the best shot that we've got. All right. So everywhere we find an x, we're going to put -9/2 in its place. So 4 times -9/2 minus 1 minus 2 is equal to 5 times 2 times -9/2 plus 3. Okay, so just to make sure that I'm not missing any grouping symbols. So this left and right parentheses is this one and this one here. That looks correct. And this left and right parentheses is this one and that one. So that looks correct. Okay, good. So let's see, what do we got? So we're not going to be doing anything with this 4 just yet, not until we simplify what's going on inside the parentheses. So we've got -9/2 minus, let's turn this 1 into a 2/2. And the reason we want to do that is then that will mean that we've got a common denominator, and we'll be able to subtract those fractions without a problem. Okay, and we've got 5 here. Now this 2 we can write as 2/1, and the 2's will cancel. So that leaves us with -9. Oops, apologize for that. That will leave us with -9 plus 3, and then plus 6. All right. And so we're checking to see if these two sides will be equal to each other. So let's simplify what we got in this grouping symbol, which is -11/2 minus 2. And this is going to be 5 times -9 plus 3 is going to be -6 plus 6. I want to see if those are equal. All right. We can write 4 is 4/1. And 4 we can think of as the product of 2 times 2. And this 2 and that 2 will cancel. And that leaves us with 2 times -11, which is -22 minus 2. And 5 times -6 is -30 plus 6. -22 minus 2 is -24. And -30 plus 6 is -24. So that is a true statement. Hence, x equals -9/2 is correct. Okay, let me know if you have any questions.